Welcome back everybody. In this video we are going to start our project template and set up a template for our actual project. Now we have a few options: architectural template and commercial default template. I'll be using commercial default template for this project. If you don't have commercial template default in your Revit install folder, then you can download it, and a link is given in the project resources. Now let's click on commercial default template. This template is from Revit 2009 and it's going to get converted to Revit 2017. Probably take a few moments, and once it's done, we will set up our template for our actual project work. Alright, so our project has been created. Now the first thing we want to do is we want to go to Manage tab, and here we have a bunch of settings for our project. The first setting we're going to look at is project units. I'm going to click on that, and now you can see that the units are set to inches and feet by default. Now if you are in a country where you use the decimal units for your architectural work, then you can change them to a different unit. So let's click on this length, and here we can select a decimal feet, decimal inches, fractional inches, meters, decimal, centimeters, millimeters. All of these units are available here. But for this tutorial, I'll be using feet and fractional inches. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to click OK. The next setting we want to check is in the additional setting. And here you can see we have a bunch of settings: fill pattern, material assets, line style, line weight, line pattern, and sun setting. Now let's click on sun setting, and here we have no lighting set up right now, but we can set up lighting by giving it actual location. I'm going to click OK. In a project location, you see this location command. We can click on that, and now it's going to give us this location. Now this is basically a map. So if let's say you are creating a project where you want to calculate the energy and lighting, and it's a real world map here. I am in Australia, so I will just search for Australia. So let's just say Melbourne, and it's going to get searched. So Melbourne, Australia, and this is going to be my project location. So it is going to automatically calculate latitude and longitude, and it's going to automatically check the lighting and the weather and all those details for the specific date. Now we can select that. I'm going to click OK, and this is going to be a location for our project. Next setting we want to look at is project information. If you look on settings, we have this project information button. Let's click on that, and here you can define the project information, such as organization name, organization description, a building name, author. We have project issue date, project status. Before we change all of this setting, I want to show you the sheet for that. So if we go to the project browser, and I want to look at the sheet for site plan, and on the bottom right you can see we have some information about project, such as owner, project name, site plan, project number, date, drawn by, checked by. So if we go to the project information and we change the name, so organization name, I would just type my name, doesn't really matter here because it's just a demo project. Description, house project. Building name, well, we'll just say house 1. Author, I'll type my name, always Mirza. Well, we can select the energy analysis setting. Let's click on edit, and here we already selected the Melbourne, Australia. As you can see, that's why I set the location. So you can select the location wherever you are, and it will automatically analyze your energy settings and stuff like that. Now we have the project issue date. So let's just say I want to issue this project by 2017. Project status, and we can just say in progress. client name, we'll just type my brother's name, Umair. Project address, you can give an address here as well. So let's click on this little box here, and I'm gonna just say let's just say 27, and we'll just say Victoria. This is not actual address, so just don't try to send me a letter or anything on this. Alright, this is the address. We have the project name. We'll just change this to house project number. We can just give a random number here, but if you're working for a company, they might have the project number, so 001. And I'm gonna click OK, and you pay attention here. I'm gonna click OK, and here you can see that all the information has been changed. We have the project number, date, drawn by, author, checker, and scale C1, name, Umair, host project, site plan. Alright, so this information is changed to all of our sheets. If we go to foundation, you have the same information here. If we go to roof framing, we have the same information here. So it's a good idea to set up your project information before you start working on it. We have the first floor plan, and here we have the same information. Next, we need to save this project. Let's go to Revit menu. We're gonna click on save, and I wanna show you guys a few options here. So first of all, I'm going to save this to my document folder. We have a few Revit files here, but I want to create a new folder here. So we'll just say Udemy Revit course project, and I'm gonna open that folder, and here I want to just give a name 001, and here we can see we are saving this file as .rvt. This is the Revit file, but we can save that as a template file as well. But we will look at how to create templates in the later videos. We'll save this as a project file. Now I want to show you some options here. We click on option, and here one thing we need to pay attention to is a maximum backup. So it will create a backup for us automatically. So here by default you probably see 20, and those are too many files there. So we'll just change that to 3, and default is just leave that open, work set default. So whatever the file location would be, the backup will be created at the same location. Let's click OK, and I'm gonna save this file. Now it has saved the file. Now the project name has been changed to 001 sheet A1. That's what we're looking at. We're gonna go to the level 1 now. So in the level 1, I'm gonna go and save this file again. Let's save that file again, and then we'll go and click on save as. What I want to show you here is that you can see here we have the original file which named is 001, but we have another file 001.0001. So this file is basically a backup. So if we save this file, let me just select this wall command and pick 2 points here. And I'm going to click on modify command to get out from this wall command, and I'm going to go and save this one more time, and then I'm going to save this one more time, but I will change the viewport. I will just zoom in a little bit, and then we'll save that again. Now we'll click on a Revit menu again, and then click on save as, and here we should see 3 files now. So every time we save a file, it will create a backup for us up to 3 files. Now I will go and cancel this, and we'll just change the viewport. And now if I save that again, and we'll go to save as to look at those files, click on project. Now you can see that we have now a backup as 000.2. This is the starting backup. So if these files exceed to 3, then it will delete that previous file and start with the new one. Let's say we have this backup 04 now. It was 03 for the last backup before, right? So we can keep saving the file, and it will keep overriding those files. And the last file, like the first from the number 3rd, will be deleted. I'm gonna click cancel. So this is how we can save the file. We have pretty much set up our project for actual work. So from the next video, we'll look at some of these commands, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.